Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Asi, and today's topic is General Biology 2 Lab and module number 4. So, which is going to include the lab numbers 15, 16, 17, and 18. So 15 is arthropods, 16 is Echinodermata, 17 is Chordates, and 18 is also Chordates continui. So first, I have a table here. You can see also this is uploaded in the Canvas. This is a nice table actually summarizing the Animalia kingdom and major features. So it's probably a good idea to review this table. So to get a big broad picture of this whole kingdom of Animalia. So you can see it start with kingdom Animalia. There are sub-kingdoms like Parazoa, Eudematozoa, and then the phylums, so which we cover Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, nematodes, mollusks, annelid, arthropods, Echinodermata, and Chordates. So even though this module only covers starting with arthropods, Echinodermata, Chordates. So the last four subphylums here. But also it's a good idea to remember the previous ones in a big picture, right? So they all have symmetry except Porifera, which we know, which is no symmetry, and some of them has radial. A lot of them has more advanced kingdoms have bilateral symmetry. So also there is something about body cavity, organization in terms of tissues, and characters, specific characters, and examples, very importantly. Since we in the lab, we actually drawing and covering and drawing examples and their names, their species names, and their class, their phylum names. So, and then like anatomy that you need to be familiar with. So let's get started. So lab 15, so first lab in this module is lab number 15, which is Arthropoda. So Arthropoda, we know it's a very large phylum. Actually, it's the biggest phylum in terms of number of species, 1 million species in Arthropoda. There are, very diverse, obviously. There are 4 subphylums under phylum Arthropoda: Hexapoda, Seliceride, Myriapoda, and Crustacea, right? So 4 subphylums. And let's take a look at a little information about each of these subphylum. So make sure you review the PowerPoints, slides from the Canvas, and also your notes and drawings from the lab, like microscope slide. So these arthropoda is really they are called arthropoda because they are joint-footed animals. Joint-footed animals, very diverse, from 0.1 millimeter to 4 meter, like Japanese spider crabs. And another feature they have in these animals, they are chitinous exoskeleton. So there are some model organisms. Crayfish is one model organism, like you see here in this picture on the right side, a large beak. So crayfish, and you need to know the 3 big parts, obviously, abdomen, thorax here, and a head, and then some small specifics about in general anatomy. So 4 subphylums, Arthropoda. So Hexapoda is the first subphylum, which make sure review. These are also called Insecta. Hexapoda, which is a very big subphylum, includes beetles, bees, fleas, flies, bugs, grasshoppers, and butterflies. They are all in this Hexapoda. Then subphylum number 2 is Chelicerates. These are like spiders, scorpions, horseshoe crabs, mites, ticks. These are under this group. And then subphylum 3, which is Myriapoda. There are two really represented species that we cover, which is centipedes and millipedes. And then a large subphylum, Crustacea, which is basic crustaceans, and including crayfish, like you see in this picture on the right, all model organism, crabs, shrimp, and barnacles. So make sure that you look at spider anatomy too. And pretty similar, but there are some specifics here and some organs. Make sure pay attention. And also insects like grasshopper anatomy. Make sure you pay attention. And of course, crayfish anatomy here. So this is what you need to review in chapter lab number 15, Arthropoda, joint-footed animals. So next lab is lab number 16. We move to, which is Echinodermata. These cool animals in this subphylum, which is Echino, which is means spiny skin, right? Echino, spiny skin animals. So our model organism in this lab 16, Echinodermata, is starfish. You see here. So starfish has two sides. You need to know, like we cover in the lab. So there is top part, right? So which is bottom side, which is this is bottom side, like here, bottom side, and then there is top side, right? So they look like each other, but they are not exactly the same. So top side, you should start from the top side. This is also called dorsal or arboreal, which is top side, anus and other digestive tract. You can see at the top side, bottom side, basically the underneath, which is the mouth is in the bottom side. And as you see here, five arms. They are not really arms, but they look like arms. So they just connects water vascular systems with the environment. They are really called rays, R-A-Y. And these animals eat oysters and digest and engulf them. So they eat oysters. So there is a more info in the PowerPoints about starfish. So starfish is your number one animal in this Echinodermata phylum. There are 7,000 other species. They are all marine, mostly marine animals and spiny skin animals. So there are 5 classes under Echinodermata. So Asteroida, which is sea stars, and class number 2, Ophiroida, which is brittle stars. Class number 3, Echinoida, which is sea urchins and dollars. And class number 4, Crinioidea, which is sea lilies. And then class number 5, Holocrinians, and then they are sea cucumbers. So 5 classes, Echinodermata. And remember, these are under clade number 3, which is Echinodermata, and then next, which is final lab, which is lab 17 and 18, Chordates. They have something in common. They are called clade deuterastomia, which means second opening to the mouth. It's something to do with their developmental biology, and they have intermediate clearance. And so you can look at your notes for more specifics. Anything else here? Again, you pay attention to the starfish and make sure that you know from the lab slides, you know examples and names and their classes, so they belong to. And there is a table at the end, basically summarizes all of them. That was lab number 16. So lab number 17 is the next lab, which has actually important, very, very important species. So this is Chordates, mammalians, lab number 17. This is our lab, last final lab in terms of like phylums we cover. So this phylum is Chordates. There are 42, almost more than 42,000 species under phylum Chordates. These are also called fishes and tetrapods. So there are 3 subphylums that they are Urochordates, Cephalochordates, and Craniata, which are vertebrates. 2 subphylums, subphylum 1 and 2, they are invertebrates. Subphylum 3, is vertebrate. So very, very important. So all the animals we've seen so far up to subphylum 3 here are invert. And the subphylum 3, Crania, is actually vertebrate. They have vertebral column and distinct head. So that makes them actually unique and very, very important. So lab number 17 starts with actually a chordate anatomy. So make sure that you pay attention. So make sure you know some basic organs and notochords, like growth, like a developmental structure in spinal column. So also important parts. So, and look at some, look at the PowerPoints and your drawings. Make sure you know species and they actually, which subphylum they belong to. So subphylum 3 is actually 7 classes, and there is 1 or 2 species under each class. So make sure you know, like where the sharks, which class sharks belong to, which class fish belong to, which class frogs and like trouts, like amphibia, reptiles, aves, birds, and then lastly, mammalia. So, and the very last part is this lab and next lab is actually frog, and frog is specifically frog anatomy. So the cover here. So let's take a look. So first frog skeletal, and then the next lab is frog anatomy. So we have actually this frog skeleton, the weaves, like frog studied here because actually name of the bones are pretty similar. At least some of them pretty similar to human. So it's an easy way to start anatomy. So make sure you study these different name of this skeleton, the bones, like skull, like humerus, like you can see here, they are numbered. They are also in your PowerPoints. So each of them, like metacarpals and carpals, and all of them actually listed here. Ilium, like we are at the bottom here, number 9. So the name of the bone similar to human. So there is more images and more specifics about frog skeleton. Like you need to know where is ilium, where is sacrum, where is femur, and tibia fellis. So all these different frog bones. And then lab number 18 is actually specifically on, like you see in this side, organs and muscles of the frogs. So starting with different parts like the dorsal muscles and the ventral muscles and the front and back, and so, and then organs. So specific organs, where is like the gallbladder, where is liver, where is stomach, where is large intestines, where is heart. So, and their locations and anatomy. So kidneys, testes, oviducts. So to make sure that you actually look over these and their locations, and you can identify them from the picture. So that's frog anatomy, and that's lab number 18. So to just to recap, this was a summary of module number 4 in biology 2 1011 lab. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to comment and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Happy studying.